walls as well, so we'll see what they bring for this one.
Indeed, I anticipate a pretty conservative style of play from the Brotherhood, but I'll be keen to see them prove me wrong.
Alright, so the first ship is Exterminators, piloted by Brian Cavendish. It's a Mobula with Gatling, Banshee, Gatling, and Hades. Next one is Warfront, piloted by Trevi. It's a galleon with Hwacha Minotaur Lumberjack. Interesting. Mercury gun, and another interesting thing, and a flare gun. Alright, go ahead.
Okay, and we have a sandwich. It is a Mobula piloted by Finks. It has a left side Artemis, a lower left Banshee, a top deck Hades, a lower right Artemis, and a right side Carronade. And we have, ye old derp wagon caught with its pants down by the warfront. It is a junker piloted by Zudion. It has a right side mortar. It's difficult to see what's happening through the stream of bullets and explosions. A lower right Gatling, which is opening up on the warfront. A front Artemis and a right side Hades Artemis. And it also has
Just
no
in
perma.
time. Just in time. Alright, so that was a quick engagement right there, because like we were on the third ship presenting loadouts, and now they are already in the combat.
True, and the junker there got caught by the Exterminatus in the warfront, and a sandwich was just way out in the middle of the canyons. By the time that they realized anything was happening, I think they knew that that was it for their junker.
Yeah. So now the first kill advantage goes to red team, which is Team Hydra.
Indeed. Maybe this is the week that Byron's galleons finally pull things off after the patches that were so brutal to them.
Now, blue team is separated here because of the spawn, so a sandwich might be the primary target here, which is a primary target for the red team.
Can they duck under Warfront, or will Warfront force them down into the... Oh, so close.
Nice dodging the arcs of the galleon there, but Exterminators is still on their arcs. I mean, yeah. And now Sandwich taking...
Mostly going into the balloon though, so a Sandwich not too shabby at the moment, but they're not going to like the fact that their balloon is, or their hull rather, has been set on fire. There's a lot of fire coming in here. Derp wagon coming up behind the Exterminatus though. Sandwich taking perma damage. Warfront really not in this fight at the moment, but now their guns are coming into arc.
They were going after Ye Olde Derp wagon, but now they're focusing on Sandwich, which is dead. So 2-0 in favor of Team Hydra. Ye Olde Derp wagon is now 2 against 1. Will he survive? I think no.
Indeed, this is not a cheerful place for a junker to be. They're going to be facing a lumberjack that if they try and run away from, they're going to find themselves without a balloon. If they stay where they are, they're going to find themselves facing all of the guns, like ever. It's not the best place to find yourself after your allies died. Might be able to duck behind hard cover here.
Nope.
Unfortunately, they're going to be ducking behind it in about 15 different pieces.
But still, they are in hard cover, so
Mission accomplished, I guess.
Yeah, mission accomplished. But well, in other, let's say, shape.
Indeed, I don't think that's what the Ryders were quite after.
Indeed. So 3-0 in favor of Team Hydra. That's interesting. They just need 2 more kills.
Well, they've gone much more aggressive this time round. I think that that they've gone less for the sniper meta and more for the brawling, and the brawling seems to have worked out for them. They've managed to catch the Ryders in some really awkward spots there.
Yeah, that's true. 15 minutes, so 5 minutes and they already have 3 kills.
True. This means that there's less urgency for the Ryders to pull this back. They've got to get 4 successive kills in 15 minutes to put themselves back in this match.
And
Or
the red
rather to
team just can't like run and hide because 15 minutes of hiding are very difficult to pull off.
Indeed. Although I don't think they'll be in any rush to run across the canyons here.
Yeah, they are keeping the position so they won't be flanked, I guess. They are focusing the yield derp wagon.
And the old dirt wagon is Sans balloon now, ducking back behind hard cover.
Yep, the balloon was busted, so they managed to get for the hard cover there so they can repair it. A sandwich is, well, thinking about the good strategy. This is interesting, actually.
Yeah, this is going to be tough because charging a galleon, especially at this level, is very difficult once they've got the upper hand in terms of the points difference, because it's very hard to get into a position where you can engage them and not eat a face full of 2 heavy guns.
We have a pause. We have a pause. Are we having a
Yep,
pause?
looks like Finks' internet connection, he's perhaps been time warned, as my friend Slice would say.
Oh my. Alright, so we paused.
Yeah, my understanding is that many American cable companies, the way they operate is that they have bits of string hooking things up, and their data rates are achieved by plucking the string. So it's it's a wee bit slow. I mean, in Comcast defense, they haven't worked out how to operate copper yet, so.
Yeah. Alright, so things is still missing.
Indeed. Well, the pauses are not indefinite these days, right? They last on the order of, I think it's 90 seconds or 60 seconds total.
Not sure. I can check that.
This is always the problem when things are paused. With no official pause capacity, ships have a tendency to wander, and you'll see this here. Exterminatus mobulas are light ships. They have are significantly affected by the wind, and the Exterminatus is just very slowly wandering away from the warfront. Obviously, no input from the pilot, but that's just the way these things are. When you're flying a mobula and a pause happens, it's just difficult to hold in one place.
Alright, so I'm reviewing the rules here.
I think Finks is on his way back.
Well, he should be.
He's just logged into GOI, so.
Alright, so the timer can be paused for a maximum of 2 minutes in a single match for each team.
I hopefully we won't have to test that here, because I think Finks is rushing back as we speak. Oh, finally someone has mentioned in chat something nerdy for me to talk about. So, bacon gives you cancer. Are you prepared for an angry nano rant, Kaj?
Alright.
This is one of those things where it's really important to look at how big a risk something is. Like if I tell you that crossing the road with your eyes closed increases your risk of being hit by a car, that's true, but you need to know by how much. And in this instance, it's quite a lot. So you really want to open your eyes when crossing the road. If on the other hand I tell you that tossing a coin increases your risk of putting your eye out with a coin, that's true, or at least it's probably true. But I think you're reasonably safe to toss a coin because the amount it increases your risk is pretty low.
Indeed.
Well, eating bacon does increase your risk of cancer, apparently. There are chemicals inside cancer that are... inside cancer, well, yeah, there are many things in cancer that are bad for you. There are things inside bacon that are pretty bad for you. And you shouldn't eat too much of it. But the risk of the increased risk of cancer is it's not a huge effect. So if you want to have a bacon sandwich on a Sunday morning, you're probably okay to do so, unless you've got your high cholesterol and all that jazz. Maybe then you should put it to one side, but otherwise, you can have your bacon.
Of course. Alright, so we have the unpause and the sandwich is going for it. Rushing into the soft cover there. And being spotted. So he was, I guess, trying to flank. But now he shook the spot, so... Well, let's see. Exterminatus is spotted.
Indeed, I think Exterminatus is going to start, backing up towards their galleon. I mean, they got blown a reasonable distance away there, but I think returning is part of the plan now. So, this makes for an interesting situation for the Ryders. They've been spotted, so a surprise flank is probably out of the question here.
Indeed. So now...
Well,
the red team is running.
Yeah, red team are repositioning. They've decided that they don't like the way the Ryders have set up for a flank and would rather they approach them on more open ground.
Alright,
The Ryders might have to oblige them here.
so Ryders have 10 minutes to get 4 kills without being killed.
And the sandwich is now eating a face full of lots of weapons. That's not where they want to be.
Indeed.
Armor breaking, balloon breaking, Minotaur going in, pushing them to one side.
But they are surviving. On the other hand, Exterminatus is in the same spot, losing their armor, losing their hull, losing their balloon even.
Indeed, the Rider's doing a better job capitalizing on the armor break there. Sandwich taking a little bit of perma damage, but the Exterminatus taking about 40%, maybe even 45%. So that engagement went the Rider's way somewhat, but now they've got the problem that the old Dirk Wagon's balloon is down and a sandwich is high, and well, it's managing to stay in cover for the time being. But if it wants to support its ally, it's going to have to poke its head around the corner.
Oh, okay, so Warfront and now Exterminatus is focusing the sandwich, or a sandwich.
Hey, at least it's not Urz's lunchbox.
That would be hilarious.
Okay, so now they're exchanging fire with the Dirk Wagon. This is a bit of a bitty engagement that neither team really wants to overcommit here.
Yeah, that's true.
Sooner or later, the Riders are going to have to commit, because if they don't move this engagement along, we'll see another timeout. And that may work against them. Here comes a sandwich. Oh, Permahole taking some hits. 30%, 20%. Have they got their armor back up yet? Yes, but their balloon is down. Oh, this could be it for a sandwich. Bottoming out, and they are down.
I am surprised. I actually am surprised that the Raiders are unfortunate.
I really have messed you up with that, haven't I, Kaj? With my Raider comment.
Yeah. Well, Riders are, well, notorious for their 5-0 wins, but like sometimes they manage to get a loss, like, I don't know, 5-3 or something, but well, if this is going to be 5-0, I'll be impressed.
Yeah, there's the fight from Byron and from Trivy here has been very effective. They've managed to force the Riders into positions they don't want to be in. Their galleon has proven very effective. They have done a lot of repositioning in the matches they've played in, so maybe that, and as much as it's worked, that worries me that might end up being the approach teams take from here on out if this is successful for a couple of weeks running. But you can't deny the results. It has worked.
Indeed. Alright, so Warfront and Exterminatus are changing position. Now, let's see. Because they can't just hide. They only need one kill. And
Indeed.
Ryders
They're
need...
doing what I was afraid they were going to do. So, you remember I mentioned that there's a really nice location on this map for massive open approaches. Well, it's the southeastern corner. And if they're heading there, then this could be
God.
a long old fight.
6
On the other
minutes
hand,
left.
they may set up here.
6 minutes left. I don't think Ryders will win.
I think
they need
it's going to
5
take them
kills.
from their current position 3, maybe 4 minutes with a decent search pattern to track these two ships down, and
Indeed.
they've got no reason to move.
Like, even if they, like, right now, they realize that they are, I guess, on the other side of the map, and if they have the proximate, proximate position, like where they are, and kill them, and it will be like, let's say 3 minutes, and they need 3 more. So I don't think they will win this one. They need to be super quick.
Yeah, I think with this positioning, the Brotherhood have guaranteed themselves a victory, just by putting themselves somewhere where it's going to take 3 minutes to find them.
Indeed. So, well, some of the guys are already GGing on the stream's chat.
Indeed. Well, I don't think that's a wholly unfair assessment. I've seen the Ryders pull back from some pretty tough situations, but
Indeed.
the tactics here are what's guaranteeing TB a victory. They're winning essentially without having to fight this last engagement.
Yeah, now I guess they realize they are not on the open spot there. So,
Indeed,
I
it's
think
possible a sandwich has just seen Exterminatus.
indeed, I think
No,
they
no.
are going for it. Everything is here, so I guess they have the position.
There's no line of sight from Sandwich to Exterminatus, so they might actually be flying straight past them here.
Now, would be hilarious if that Exterminatus was like right behind the pipe, and the Warfront would be behind this rock here, and like the Ryders will be there. Like, nope, they are not there, and they would laugh. I would laugh.
Indeed. Well, here comes your dirt wagon charging the Warfront, but they're about to eat a face full of Exterminatus's light guns.
Indeed, but Sandwich is liking their behind, going some mid-range fight. Now Exterminate is going after the yellow derp wagon as well as Warfront.
Oh no, dirt wagon. Oh. Okay, they managed to ram the galleon down, but if the galleon gets its watches on the derp wagon, this could be it.
Oh, that's true.
Exterminatus goes down.
Alright, so now we have the first kill out of 5. Warfront is just stalling there. Maybe the time will run out.
Yep, they are spanner dancing, both Snipester and Black Waltz sitting on the hull. Black Waltz maybe heading down. No, now we've got Trivy and Black Waltz and Snipester and Frank on the hull. They are tanking the ever-loving crap out of this. This is a full-on spanner dance. They are just buying themselves as much time as they can.
Indeed, so 3 minutes left. Well, they are surviving, but not for long. Exterminated,
True,
where did you
but
spawn?
they only have to last long enough to, yeah.
Oh, just stall as much as possible. Now let's see, Exterminatus is way back there, and Sandwich and Yellow Derp Wagon are going for their spawn. Well, in my opinion, if the galleon won't spawn as much as possible, then it will force spawn you. Then
Well, that's the thing. At this point, even if they manage to get 2 kills, the red team can just hold out on their spawning.
So Warfront, run as much as you can, just run. Or like, you can like, Warfront can be like behind, just baiting them, and the exterminators would run. But well, let's see here. They are in soft cover, so they don't expect a flank. They should run, man. Why are you not running?
Oh, I don't think it makes any difference at this point, Kaj. Keep in mind they have the first kill advantage. And,
Yeah, that's true, but still
3 minutes on
now
the clock.
the Riders have the chance to win this one. Like, of course, it's like I don't know, 2-1 or 1 minute left, but still, there is a chance.
I think the odds of them winning are 0 at this point, because even if they manage to kill these things, they can spawn at the other side of the map, and there's less than a minute to go. So even if they get both these kills, the Brotherhood have already won this.
I would just tank the hull.
Well, yeah, Snipester and Waltz are both sitting on the hull, giving it lots of taps. I wouldn't be surprised if Trivy and Frank both hop down on there as well. They know they've only got to just outlast this thing.
Yeah.
At this point, this is just for pride, because the Riders know that they've lost this fight.
Well, 2 more kills. And 30 seconds left.
I suspect it's even less than that, Catch.
Oh yeah. 40, I guess now the red team will just not spawn.
Well, they can hold out the timer for 20 seconds by not spawning, and then they can spawn when the enemy is not.
Oh god, this is not looking good.
Ryders has spawned a little bit close there.
40 seconds.
Survive for 30
Ryders
seconds.
have the
but they're in
chance.
hard cover from the derp wagon.
Yeah, now Ryders have the chance to get the last kill. 40 seconds, they can do it. But if they do it, man.
I admire your optimism, Kaj. I think this is it.
Run! Run! Hide and run! Nice dodging skill right there.
This has got to be the longest 20 seconds of Cavendish's life. That's it.
And it's over. Well then. Congratulations, Team Hydra.
Indeed, Ryders trying to make a comeback there, but not quite able to pull it out of the fire.
Yep.
That was an interesting last spawn there from Baron. I'm not sure why he spawned that close, but it didn't make a difference in the end, and I don't think there was any way he could spawn where it would have made a difference.
That is true. They just spawned as far as possible.